Hello everyone, today I will be showing you guys how to turn a charm or a keychain into a pair of earrings. So for today I will be using some Five Nights at Freddy's keychains for this example, but this will work with any keychain or charm that you might have laying around. So I want to show you guys the Five Nights at Freddy's keychains because they're pretty cool. So here we have the first one, here we have Freddy. And these are all by Funko. These were released a few years ago. And yeah, I have the entire set. So here we have Freddy. Next I'll show you Chica. She's probably the derpiest one out of the bunch I have here. But they all look pretty good. Next I'll show you guys Bonnie. This is super cool. It has the guitar. They're very well made. Next I'll show you Foxy. And here's what he looks like. Very cool. I like that they use like metallic paint for his legs and his arms and stuff, his hands. And then the last one I have is a bit scary. We have Springtrap. Oh no. And here's what he looks like. Alright. So we're going to be turning these keychains into some earrings. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So I'm going to be using, let's use Freddy. Okay, so we have our keychain here and it comes on a key ring. So I'm just going to take this off. To the side. Okay, so we have our keychain. For this tutorial, you will need to have some tools before we start. So I'm going to show you what tools would be preferable. You are going to need some pliers. So here I have 2 pliers, and I would say it would make it a lot easier to have 2 pairs of pliers for this project, because you'll need one to hold the item and one to like work. So I have these 2 pairs of pliers, and these I think I got them at Walmart since I lost my original pair a long time ago, and these came with wire cutters as well. So I think it's a very good choice. If you guys are looking for these, you don't have to go to our art store. And you will also need some findings. So I have my little finding case here. You are going to need some earring hooks like this, and you can get them in any color that you prefer. So you need a pair of those, and you will need some little O-rings. So this is what they look like. And you can get these in a bunch of sizes. Right now I have just the standard size. And again, you can get them in any color you'd like. If you want them to be gold, you can get them in gold. You can get them in rainbow colors, I think, even. And I want to recommend that before you make your earrings, that you pick a charm or a keychain that isn't too heavy, or you feel that is not going to weigh your ear down too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. You are going to look at your charm or keychain, and you're going to see how it's attached. So this one actually makes it a lot easier, and this has a little hook right here. So you can just, for this one at least, for this example, you could just take the ring off and then just use this little part and attach it to the earring. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you what most keychains have, which is not going to be this little hook here, this little clasp. Okay, I went ahead and removed the lobster clasp from our keychain. There you go, the lobster clasp, and the big O-ring that was on there attached. So we are left with our keychain on an eye pin, which is this right here. And it's just kind of an O-ring with like a long rod that keeps the keychain in place. So that's what an eye-ring is, or eye pin is. So we have this left over. Now we are going to take some of our O-rings and we are going to attach them onto the eye pin using our pliers. Now, the important part about this process is asking yourself, how do you want your earring to face? Do you want your earring to face forward? So in this case, do I want Freddy to face this way? Or do I want Freddy to face sideways? So have him facing out like this. That way when people walk to the side or whatever, they see Freddy's face this way. In my case, I want Freddy to face forward, so I'll show you what you have to do to make sure your earring is facing forward. So let's go ahead and start attaching our O-rings. With one plier, I'm going to take the thinner one. We're going to hold the O-ring, I'm sorry. I keep interchanging those words. And then with the other plier, move Freddy out the way, we are going to open it up. So, and you're just going to use a forward or backward motion. So in this case, I'm going to go like that, backwards. And you see how the pin is now open. With our pin open, we are going to attach the keychain to the open ring. And there you go, you have it attached. Now you can stop right here and go ahead and attach the earring hook. And if I attach the earring hook right now, Freddy would be facing sideways. So I'll show you what that looks like. Again, we're going to take our thinner plier to hold the ring, and then with our thicker pair we are going to close it. So I'm just going to do a backwards motion. You see there? Backwards motion. And we're going to close it. Now sometimes when you close these O-rings you might have a little gap. I have a gap right here. So you can see, let me get it to focus. You can see that tiny gap right there. So to fix that gap, all you have to do is take your plier, and then you're just gonna hold the little O-ring like this, and you're gonna apply slight pressure, and that should close it up. So there we go. As you can see, the O-ring is now closed. Okay, so we essentially have our Freddy Fazbear earring done. He is going to be facing sideways. So this is what he looks like from the front, and you can see that the rings are gonna interchange directions. So this one's going forward, and the second ring is going sideways. You see how it's like pointing, like the circle is sideways. And then the ring on the earring hook is also going to be pointing sideways. So that means that when you wear this earring, it's going to point your Freddy to the side. So I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. Okay guys, here's a slightly different angle. But if you were to wear the earring how we have it now, so this would be your, I'm just pretending that my fingers are my ear, or your ear. So you're going to place it in your ear, and then look, you see how the Freddy is facing to the side? It's facing to the right now. So we want our Freddy to face forward instead of sideways. So what we would do to fix this is we would just add one more ring. If it's a little bit hard to understand on the hand, I do have someone that can help me here. I actually stabbed it through. If we were to put this in our ear, you see how it would fit? It would go sideways, right? And we don't want it to face sideways. We want it to face forward. So in order to fix that, we are going to add one more O-ring, and that's going to move our keychain forwards. So in case you mess up or you're like, oh, I wanted it to face a different way, you're just going to do the same thing and you're going to open up the previous O-ring. So you're just going to find the little opening right there. Take one plier to hold the O-ring and the other plier to open it back up. So again, you can do a forwards or a backwards motion, or you can even pull it to the side, but I find it pulling it to the side makes it a little bit harder to close. So I'm just going to pull it forward. There you go. When we have it opened up, we're going to take our earring hook out, and then we're going to attach another O-ring. So I can either attach it now, or I can open it up beforehand. I think this makes it a little bit easier. And then attach it that way. Okay? So here we have it open. And now we just put them together. So we hook one on, and then the other. And then we close them, or we close the first one. Again with that forward or backward motion. There you go. And then we're going to move on to our second one, and on our second one we are going to add the earring hook again. So we're going to have our O-ring facing forward, and we're going to face our hook like how you put an earring on. So it'd be this way, and then you put these two together. There you go. And then you take our pliers again and just do that forward backward motion again, and you should be finished. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And since there's a little opening, you're going to hold it like this, like in between your two fingers, and then you're going to gently press on its sideways like that. Okay, now we have our finished earring, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm just going to use Freddy again as our test subject, as our example. And here is what the earring looks like. So now our earring is facing forward, so when you put it on, it will face forward. His cheek is like still in the way, but there we go. It's kind of hanging a little bit better. Now we can see that the earring is facing forward. So now I'm going to show you what the Foxy and the Freddy earring look like, and I will finish the other charms off camera as well. So here we have them, and Freddy's cheeks are a little bit big, so it's causing the earrings to move slightly, but here's what they look like. Very cool. I also finished the rest of them. So here we have Chica's earring. We have Bonnie's earring, which is, his is really cool. I really love his. Bonnie. It's kind of moving around. There you go, Bonnie. And then we have Springtrap as well. Okay, and that's going to be all for the tutorial. And if you find it hard to kind of visualize what you can do with charms or, you know, keychains, I do have two other examples that might give you some ideas. So this is an earring I made a long time ago with a little bear that you get from the vending machines, one of the little crystal bears, and I have a pair of these. I'm just showing one right now, but you can see you can apply this to anything. It doesn't have to be an expensive keychain. This little charm was like 50 cents maybe, and it looks so nice, really cute. And then I also have this mocha earring I made with an acrylic keychain of mocha, and I also attached a charm in the middle, so you can even attach charms to create new earrings or new combinations. You can even make this earring longer. The possibilities are limitless. Alright, and that's going to be all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!